Yo, welcome back to the Sick Minds of Matt and Eric. My name is Eric, and this is Matt. Matt, how are you, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Okay, that's a lie. that's that's a lie. The past couple weeks, I've been dealing with fraudulent charges on my bank account. So I literally, for the past 2 weeks, haven't had a debit card because every single time they order me a new debit card, I get fraudulent charges. But they think they finally figured it out and fixed it, so I should be fine.
Yeah, that
Hopefully,
sucks.
dude.
I've
You
had my
like
identity stolen, and I completely understand. I mean, debit card is like bottom tier, but I told you. I mean, you were there when it happened, but I guess I'll explain it to people who are just listening in that don't know us. I had my identity stolen, and somebody had bought a Lexus and like $9,000 worth of phones
Oh
from
yeah,
Verizon and AT&T, and
I
I'm just
forgot
like,
about that.
first off, I could afford a Lexus. like, like
Hold
what?
up,
For
wait a
real?
minute. I've been
And
driving,
then the second was just like, come on, man. Who buys $9,000 worth of shit at Verizon?
dude. That's like 3 iPhones. So, like,
I guess.
dude,
Talk
remember
about a family plan.
the?
And that took a while to try to get it off my credit, but yeah, it is what it is.
I mean, the bringing up cars. It reminds me of the first car that I ever saw you in because you brought me home one day because my car broke down. I think because like I had a broken car at that point. It was
Which
the
one did I have?
you
Chrysler 300?
yeah, the Chrysler. And
Yeah.
that's when we became friends. That was the day I think we became friends because you're like, yeah, I'll take you home. Why not?
Yeah, you didn't live too far from me, so I was just
No,
like, yeah.
and that's
I mean, it
when
wasn't like on the way, but it wasn't far, so I was like, okay.
and that's when we both had the same days off. You got me into computer gaming instead of console gaming, even though I still console game. And yeah, ever since then, I have anger issues because of League of Legends.
You're welcome.
And now that I brought up League of Legends, this is what's bringing on to our topic of the day. We are going to be talking about their anime, Arcane.
Yes. Dude,
I
what a great show.
It really was. Like, I love the fact that they're diving deep into the lore and like bringing everything around. Like, first off, because you brought up last week's episode, you didn't know who Singe was. I knew right away who Singe was. I was like, this creepy little fucker right here that has all the potions and poisons and all that is definitely Singe.
Yeah, but you don't notice it right away. It hit me. Um, Spoilers, by the way. We're gonna be spoiling the show if you haven't seen it.
I mean, it's been
So
out for
it
what,
hit
two
me
years now?
when I saw the little kid with the dragon
Yeah.
type of thing. That's when I was just like, this motherfucker's Swain. Not Swain. A
A
Singe.
Singe!
I thought Victor was Swain at first until somebody said his name, and I was like, God damn it. I had a 50-50 chance in that one.
Dude, when they said,
Because he was walking around with a cane, so I was
yeah.
just like, oh, and then they said Victor, and I was like, he also has a cane. Acceptable. Acceptable.
He also has a cane. This is acceptable for me. He also has a cane.
Yeah.
So, dude, it's just one. Jace is kind of a dick.
Um, yeah. Actually, no. Yes and no. God, I loved every moment of it. Like, even Heimerdinger's spot. Heimerdinger, poor Heimerdinger.
Yeah, man. Poor fucking
Poor
Heimerdinger.
Heimerdinger.
That fucker like got screwed over. Like Jace is like after is like I just kicked my mentor out, and it's like, motherfucker, that's your fault.
Yeah,
It's your fault
you
that they
did
did
that.
this. It wasn't anyone else's. You're the one that brought this up and brought it to a vote. You're the dick here.
Oh, man, but what a finale.
Oh my
What
god.
a finale.
Dude, when I say I fangirled when they both like had their weapons, like I mean I fangirled hard on it. I was like, "Oh shit. This is fucking sick."
When it got real once Vi put on those
Yep.
gauntlets, I was just like, oh, okay.
Are we going to call them like the Hextech gauntlets or whatever? Like
Like it's all like, so the lore, right? for the people who are not magical, they have these hex tech weaponry to bring them up to magic capable people. And like it's fascinating because they make magic seem so much more powerful than hex tech
Yeah.
because of Rise.
I was about to
Literally
say, we meet Rise for like 5 seconds. I was like, Rise,
five
it's
seconds.
Rise!
And then that's it. And then like the whole world of just like people thinking magic is bad and evil, which I believe is due to um
Probably Noxus, let's be real.
what's her name?
Morgana?
The sisters, Ash, Lysandra,
Morgana?
and
No, Cassiopeia?
no.
Dude, I'm
What
gonna just start.
what
I'm gonna start listing off all the mages. Like,
right? Well, it's I don't Sejuani.
wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Lysandra is the sister to Ash and Sejuani?
Yeah. If you look at them, one of them can't talk, one of them can't see, one of them can't hear. And I can't remember which one. They're like the speak no evil, see no evil.
Well, I'm pretty sure Lysandra can't see.
Lysandra is the one who covers her eyes, yes.
Yeah. And I'm assuming the one that can't speak has to be Ash because she has to hear shit. She's using a fucking bow
Maybe
and
I
arrow.
can't remember. I can't remember. I really don't. But yeah, no, that those are the three sisters, and I think it was like I can't remember the exact lore on them, but I can't wait for that one to show up. Like everybody has their own lore, and I want them to do it independently, lore for each character, and then merge them together.
Dude,
Because also, did that not look like Rel?
the girl that's fucking Jace.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 1,000% has to be Rel. Like, it looks like her.
I'm
Also,
just
part
like,
of part of my blunt language there, people. My bad.
So
So
yeah, man.
Her mom's the queen. Like, her family's the queen of Noxus. But I thought Darius took over that role. Am I wrong on that part? Because I thought Darius and Draven took over Noxus.
I don't know. That's going to be an interesting story arc too.
I just
between
want to see
Draven and
Darius. Sorry, I just want to see Darius. Darius is my boy.
I think the most exciting lore will probably be Set.
Yeah,
because that.
I don't know. The Blade of the Ruin King lore is going to be good too.
Oh, dude,
His-
everything is gonna. The
his
only
and
one that's
Set's are
really
gonna be
going
really
to
good.
suck is Aurelian Soul, and and I'm sorry,
I'm a
it's
fucking
just
dragon.
because yeah, he's a universe dragon. He have no fucking story.
I want him. I
That's
want
like-
him to fly in, and all of a sudden the music in the background is just dragon, dragon, rock the dragon. Aurelian
Oh my
Soul
God.
Z.
Yeah.
Honestly, there's a few like stories that I'm looking forward to besides the Darius one. I'm interested to see Mordekaiser's. I'm very interested to see his because I've been playing him a lot. Tryndamere would be pretty fucking like I want them to explain how the fucker doesn't die. That's what I want them to explain. Misfortune, I kind of already know because I played the Blade of the Ruin King game a little bit.
Also, what are your thoughts? Do you think he's Jin?
Which one?
The one with the fucked up eye?
Oh, well, he wasn't even, like, my thoughts on who was Jin. Because when you brought it up, I'm like, I was looking for other people. I'm like, who's Jin? And then you brought him.
Because I'm like, he's got a fucked up eye, and I don't know if he actually dies or not. And he's a villain. He might get psychotic. Because Jinx does have a thing for Jin.
That's weird if Silco is
Not
Jin.
like a thing, but I'm just saying, like, they know each other.
Maybe. That would actually kind of make sense.
So I'm just like, this is so
And the
fucking
mask too.
badass.
He could have taken the mask from Echo's people. Yeah, you're on to something there, buddy. You
Yeah,
know what I
dude.
want them to do for, like, speaking of which, so in Apex Legends, certain legends that know each other will have like certain voice lines to each other. I want League to do that.
They do.
They have voice lines, but they don't say stuff to each other though.
They do.
Do
They
they?
absolutely do. I can't think of one off the top of my head, but like,
Well, Vi needs to start
I
calling Jinx Powder. That's what I want.
I th- I think Caitlyn and Vi say something to each other.
I mean, Vi and Jinx need to have like a shit ton of voice lines. That's my opinion. They like. I feel bad for Jinx.
You feel bad for Jinx?
I do.
I feel bad for Jinx in the fact that she's broken.
All of it happened was because of that little punk snot asshole fucking constantly calling her a Jinx and then trying to convince Vi, like, she's a Jinx, she shouldn't come with us. And then the shit actually happens and actually does Jinx everything when she finally gets one of her tools to fucking work when she was just trying to help.
And it kills everybody.
I'm gonna be honest,
And
that little snot-nosed kid that was an asshole, I was okay with him dying.
yeah, because he's not important.
I'm gonna say it. Kid was a dick.
I thought I thought the father was Graves at first.
You know who I thought? Because you brought up Warwick. I'm like, does he turn into Warwick? Because you're like, you see like what Warwick is, and I didn't see who that could have been. Like, I didn't see the test subject that could have been Warwick. So I thought he was gonna turn into Warwick.
That would have been fucking cool.
That's like,
But
because Warwick speaks, so he has to be a person.
yeah, he's an experiment.
Yeah. So like, I thought
Along with Urgot. Urgot's also an experiment.
because the way he roared in that fight, it made me think, I'm like, am I about to witness Warwick come to life?
I mean, I feel like they can't do a lot of things all at once because of timeline stuff. So I'm trying to figure out like,
I'm
does
curious.
this take place before the Noxian War?
No, it's a yes, because she's saying like they're getting ready for war.
Right. But like
I'm
again,
gonna call her Rel.
they're always at war.
I'm gonna call her Rel because Rel's mom was like, you know, your brother died and the guy isn't still like pleased. Could
Yeah.
that guy be Darius?
Or Jarvan.
J4. I forgot J4 is not Noxian.
Um,
I'm trying to think of everything because like obviously Demacia is gonna have to come up soon too. Like we're gonna have to meet Garen and Lux. Ooh, Solaris' story is gonna be good too.
well, that's the interesting part. Actually, I feel like the next story should be Garen and Lux. And hear me out, because they already like set it up where magic is like very taboo, right? And they're trying to harness magic with hex tech. So Garen and Lux, brother and sister, one is magical, one is not, and they're trying. And it's trying to keep it a secret from the other.
Yeah, that's not gonna work, guys. First off, if you grew up together, how'd you not know? Like, you know, like how'd you not know?
But I mean, what if you developed your powers later or whatnot? And then let's say
Lux is
you grew
overpowered.
up in a world where magic was forbidden or taboo, and anybody who's a magic user is considered evil. Your entire life you've been told that, and then one day you're like 8 or 9 years old, and you lift a chair up in the air with your mind. You're like, I'm not telling nobody shit because they're gonna fucking kill me.
Nope, not doing this today, motherfuckers.
Yeah, and then just keeping that a secret.
I mean, dude, there's 161 legends. Probably about to be 162. Like,
There's gonna be a lot.
like Arcane's
Uh,
gonna go on for a long, long, long time.
I want my homie Timo.
Ooh.
I want his backstory because like Timo's backstory is fucking gruesome.
What didn't
Gruesome.
like his wife or whatever get killed or something, or sister or girlfriend?
Uh, Apparently he's the deadliest Yordle alive. He will not like his
Dang,
mission is his life. And even if you're friends with him, if his mission is to kill you, you're pretty much dead.
that's
Like, yeah.
dude. I'm kind of like, well, so Heimerdinger's a Yordle, so like, where's all the other
Hmm.
Yordles? Did they not come over here with him, or did he? I
Well,
wonder if he got banished from Yordle territory. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I feel like none of the Yordles are magical with the except of Vigar.
Oh, I can't wait for
Vigar's gonna be sick.
I can't wait for
Um,
Deletion Vigar to happen here.
but I feel like the rest of it is all technology stuff. Like you have your hex tech stuff, right? And then you have whatever Noxus and Demacia have because they have something equivalent to hex tech.
Yeah. Well, Noxus is trying to get Hextech over to them because they're about to go to war again.
Right.
Because like
And I feel like
Rel's like,
I,
we need to stop wars, Mom. This is why I fucking hate you guys. And now Rel's mom comes over and is like, you need to go to war with the Undercity. You need to weaponize
fucking
Hextech.
Undercity, man. Oh my god. Can
I'm
you
a,
imagine?
I'm a little
Like
confused by it.
just that last fucking scene, dude. We
I'm
need to give them independence.
I'm
Okay.
I'm
And
a
then
yeah, and
boom.
then Jinx is like, "I'm gonna alt you bitches." I'm a little confused by the Undercity because in the first episode, they take an elevator down, and but they pan out and you see that they're like the major city is just right behind it. So like, are they going underneath? Like, what's going on?
I mean, there's different ways to get there. They're saying Undercity because like the city is mostly underground.
Okay,
There's mostly you get no light. Think of the sectors from Final Fantasy.
that makes sense. Yeah.
You, Once you get to an edge of a plate, you could probably just look off to the side and still see more.
But yeah,
Oh
man. Oh,
man,
God, dude, this show
what
like
the
there.
flying hoverboards? When the flying hoverboards came out, and I'm just like, we're about to fucking see Echo for sure.
Dude, well, we meet him when he
Oh
was really young.
yeah, yeah, that bridge scene with Echo.
Yeah.
Tell me that wasn't fucking badass.
Dude, I was like, when he brought the clock out, I'm like, he's about to
Yep.
ult. He's about to ult.
He's
He's
just
gonna ult.
click, 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 click,
and
click.
and
Oh
like
my god.
Jinx saw it, and she's like, "Pff, whatever. And then she realized at that moment, she fucked up.
Well, so like he hasn't altered yet because he
He
doesn't
did.
have hex tech stuff.
He did though. Like in that fight.
No, in that fight he was running through everything in his head, which
Okay.
is like timing it, but like he doesn't have his hex tech weapon
Yeah, that's true.
because like where's his little hoverboard sword?
Also, like, real quick to Riot, you gave people some arcane skins for free, but you were like, Jason fucking Echo, you gotta pay for those skins, buddy. You dicks. Because I was
Hey,
like,
they got to make money somehow.
bro, they make plenty of money. That's some bullshit. It's probably the most
It's the most expensive free to play game I've
yeah,
ever played.
yeah, exactly. It is the most expensive free to play game. 'Cause,
I have never spent like now that I'm looking at it, I spent more money on this game and it's a free fucking game versus the AAA titles of all of last year on AAA titles
yeah,
easily. I mean, I have been playing it longer though.
that's true. Oh my god, there's just like there's so much to like decompress or whatever, yeah, of Arcane to like go through. Like it's all like the build up for it was fantastic because you don't see Jinx with her fucking minigun until like 5, 6 episodes in. You don't see Vi get her Hex Tech gauntlets until the second to last episode, I think. Same with Jace. You see Jace starting to create his weapon, but you don't see him use it until I don't think you see him use it until the finale, right? Or like the second to last episode.
They hint at stuff.
Well, I mean, the logo of his
Uh,
family is fucking his hammer.
well,
But
that's all that's left of his family after that shot.
dude, I thought they were originally hinting like I knew about Vi and Caitlyn being an item, but I thought they were
Mhm.
originally hinting at Caitlyn and Jace, and I'm like that I could see that, and then I'm like wait, I know for a fact she and Vi are like an item.
Yeah. There was, I think in the game, I could be wrong, but there's like an awkward moment with them. Like if you are on the same team and like you have a failed gank, Vi's just like I'm just I'm just gonna go, like and then like runs off. Oh man,
It,
dude, it was a great fucking show, and I am now thinking that video games should not be turned into movies, but should be turned into shows based off of this.
I still think it depends on what. The problem is, Hollywood had it perfectly set up. They were going to make Uncharted into a movie. The video game wrote itself. That's all you had to do, was just do the first video game, then the second one. That's all you had to do. There was nothing like I haven't even like I started watching Uncharted on Netflix, but I stopped. It mind boggles me how Hollywood could be so blind. Like you have the perfect this generation's Indiana Jones right there.
Well, here's the thing though with Uncharted on your point, and this is why I'm saying video games should be turned into shows and not movies, is how long gameplay and storyline and storyline wise is Uncharted. Because if it's more than 2 hours, turn it into a fucking show.
I feel like
Because like
storyline wise though, it's only like 2 hours though. Like the gameplay is you just fucking shooting so many fucking people and running around and everything. Like that's not really the story. Like the story is like I gotta go here to get this and that.
right, but you gotta add the action scenes in there. So the action scenes take time. And I'm not saying it should have been like a 24 episode anime,
I mean, I don't
but
think
I'm
you
just saying
can go
like
to
at
that.
least do what Marvel's doing and make like a 5 episode show or 6 episodes long or something.
Here, let's see what people like. We're gonna get back to talking about Arcane. I just wanted to check something.
Or we can stay on this tangent. It's our fucking show.
Yeah, that's true. That's not what I'm looking for. Cause you know how people like upload like all the cutscenes
Yeah.
and make it like into a movie. Okay, so there's this person here. Oh, for all of them. Okay, so Drake's Fortune, all the cutscenes collected together, is an hour and 55 minutes.
Okay. But if you were to watch that from beginning to end, would it make sense in terms of a movie?
If you want, I can do that as homework and watch it at work. But well, no, because there's still like the reason why I want to go back to Arcane is just because there's a lot we can talk about it.
There
So
really is. Well, I mean, we
like
could break down like every moment of it, or talk about just our favorite characters in it. Um,
because
at
there's
one point, I saw a fire, and I saw a little girl, and I was just like, "Is that fucking
Annie.
Annie?" Yeah, I was
Dude,
just
didn't
like,
they bring up a bear, like a teddy bear? What if Vi's teddy bear, the one in the very beginning that when she talks to Powder, turns into Annie's teddy bear?
one that'd be fucking wild. But didn't she keep the teddy bear?
I don't know if she still has it. I don't remember seeing it after, like, all the shit happened. I'm not gonna go back and look. All right, like I powered through that.
Could you imagine though? Like, oh man. Well,
You know what I'm interested in seeing, to be quite honest. Sorry for changing topics, because I'm like
no,
just
go for
looking
it.
at him. Is Yasuo's and Yon's fucking story?
Yeah,
That's gonna be a great like fucking couple episodes.
and Master Yi, because I think they were all like sword styles and stuff like that.
I was going to say, if you're about to say he's also their brother, I'd be like, that's bullshit because the only
No,
lore
no,
that
no,
I
no.
know of is Yon and Yasuo.
They
Don't be
they
making up your own shit.
they fought on the side of Demacia, I believe.
Demacia.
I can't remember, but I know that like Master Yi is like the master of all these sword techniques or whatever, and then Yasuo is like the last of his. I was gonna say bloodline, but no, the last of his style until he found out that his brother is like alive.
Um, you know which one I'm not looking forward to is fucking Zaya and her what husband, boyfriend, boy thing. That one's just gonna
Who?
be Zaya, the ADC,
Sorry.
the one that shoots feathers.
Oh, eh. Isn't she also Demacia? No, she's Noxus, I think.
Karthus, I feel like, is Noxus. He just looks like a Noxus
Oh,
motherfucker.
dude, when they start getting into the Void and they start talking about Malzahar and Kassadin, it's gonna be fucking wild. There's
Hey,
so
don't
much
forget
that
about
they can do with
Mordekaiser.
this, man.
Don't forget about Mordekaiser.
I mean, yeah.
Dude, he has a fucking lantern hammer, okay?
It's so I feel like when they do the Void, I don't know how they're gonna do that, right? Because
Well, the
like
Void is started because of the Blade of the Ruin King, right?
I no, the Blade of the Ruin King.
What's he? Because he has his own fucking powers.
Right. The Blade of the Rune King sparked the whole Souls epidemic thing, right? So you have Viero, who is the ruined king,
You mean,
and that's his sword. But like his
I call him Vigo, just so everyone
soul
knows.
got I don't know, something with his soul. Then Thresh is there for whatever reason, which brings in Senna and Lucian,
Which is just random.
right? Because I think they were like all friends or whatever, and then Senna was just like, oh, I got captured. And then Lucian's like, no, I'll save you. And then Senna's like, nah, bitch, actually I wanna be with him. And then comes back with like I don't know. That fucking relationship's weird.
I'm confused.
Well, okay. So here's what I've gathered from the tips. And this is why it doesn't make sense. So Lucian hates Thresh because Thresh captured Senna in his little soul thing. Right?
Okay.
Um, and Thresh was like, ha ha ha, I didn't capture her. She joined me. But Lucian doesn't believe it. Now Senna comes back and he's just like, hey, I got this soul gun. Thanks, Thresh. And then Lucian's just like, but I saved you. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. You saved me. But like, they don't, she's not really thrilled about it. So I'm just like, a part of it is just like, you planned this, didn't you? Like I really like I honestly do feel like Senna's the bad guy in that group.
I could see it.
Thresh is Thresh is just like I'm just doing my job. Senna's the bad guy and Lucian's the dumbass. So like
Yeah. Like most men, we're all dumbasses.
uh
Like Vigo. Well, I know it's like Vigo or whatever, but I'm calling him Vigo. All right, everyone. Um, his story is gonna be interesting because he deals with, like you said, Lucian, Senna, Thresh, and all them. Like they made a big deal about him coming to League. So like I feel like his story is gonna be like its
We
own
had his
season.
weapon years before we had him.
Yeah. And I feel like he's gonna be his own season.
I think that's what it was. I think Senna went in willingly to rescue Vigo because he got captured by Thresh. I think Senna is into Viego.
But
I could be wrong.
I thought her and Lucian.
Oh, she's a hoe. But I'm just saying,
Oh no, man, she was a hoe. You know what I'm saying?
like I don't trust Senna. Like
Yeah, I think you're
the
right.
tips,
I think she's the villain of everything.
I really do think she is like underline, undertone, low key villain, the
It's gonna come out.
mastermind.
It's gonna come out, and she's gonna be like, and she's gonna be like sitting on a chair, like legs crossed, being like, "Oh, I'm so happy you all could have joined me today. Yes,
So
I'm the
here's
one
how
that did all this."
well here's how I think it went down. Right, Vago did some shit. Thresh is like, I'm here for your soul. Uh, Vago's like, nah, homie, and he's like, you don't get a say, and took his soul. Senna's just like, no, but I love him. I need to get him back. And like, the only way you can get him back is if you come with me. And she's just like, fuck it, I'll do it. And then Lucian's just like, you kidnapped my girlfriend. Because he doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
Vigo the whole time's like, "Yes, that was my plan because now I'm gonna take everyone's soul."
Then she comes back and she's got a big gun. And
Vigo
Lucian's
finally
like,
has the
oh.
blade of the Ruin King that we've been waiting
Oh,
for
God.
years. There's just
That's how I think it went down
there's so many
in my head.
there's so many stories that I think will be very interesting for them to tell, especially Solaris and Lux.
I so Silas was a prisoner
Yeah, but did
in
Lux free him?
Demacia. Yeah, because the reason he was a prisoner is because he had magic and she had magic. So I think he like she snuck away to be like,
Train
if
me.
I'm not evil, you're not evil, and then freedom or something like that. Because there's no reason he should have been behind bars to begin with,
Unless
just because he was
wasn't.
magical. Or it's not like that. I don't know. That whole thing is gonna be fucking crazy.
I do
I just
think
want to see what the equivalents are for like hex tech for everybody else.
I think what's gonna happen next. I think season 2 is gonna show the explosion. I'm once again calling her Rel. Rel's mom is gonna convince them to make the hex tech gear, like weapons.
Or maybe we're wrong and it's not even Rel and she died.
What if her mom is Rel?
No, I refuse.
It'd make
and
sense.
here's why.
It
Here's
would
why.
make sense if it was.
Maybe it is Rel and she gets damaged to the point where she needs that armor that doubles as a horse for her. And
I mean, Rel's
Jace
jacked,
makes
man.
it. Now, the person who's going to get impacted the most is Victor, and he's going to go to the Hextech core again.
And he's gonna fully
And-
turn into what we know.
Yes.
Yeah.
All
I
out
think-
war is going to happen.
I feel like
So-
season 2 is gonna be about the war and then the start of the next Noxus war. Because I feel like they're gonna introduce more Noxian people. Because I that's what I think is gonna happen.
I would like that. And then somehow, I
Rise
don't know
just
how they're gonna
appears
do
and
it.
is like, you all need to stop.
Somehow Echo has to rescue Jinx and turn her back to that side or something. But Jinx is still kind of a bad person,
I mean, she's Harley Quinn.
basically. I don't know how
I
they're gonna do it.
yeah, well, she started going good, and then Vi's like, "Here's my girl thing," and Jinx is. You know who would be an interesting character is the person that's talking to Jinx the whole time in her head.
That's Jinx.
I know, but it's not the image of Jinx, though. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, Jinx is powder, but, like, I'm saying, like, the person that's talking to her the whole time, like, all the voices. Be interesting just to have, like, a crazy character going around. I'm going to jump in your head and make you kill yourself or attack your own teammates.
Season 2 is probably have nothing to do with the original season. That's gonna
Yeah,
like be
it's
later on.
honestly, it's going to be about
guarantee-
Demacia, probably.
or something completely wild. You're just gonna see Misfortune, Gangplank, and Pike. You're like, oh, it's a
Iola.
pirate episode now.
You can't forget about Iola or whatever, however you say her fucking name, tentacle bitch.
Is she part of that group? Is she part of that story?
Yeah, her and Gangplank are literally an item.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
And Gangplank tries to kill Misfortune.
Yeah.
No, Misfortune killed Gangplank and took over his crew. I think it is.
Yeah, and then somebody made Pike walk the plank. I can't remember who.
Dude, there's
Yeah,
so much
it's in
lore.
there. It's in that story.
It's in the lore.
Yeah.
You know what it's gonna be about? It's just gonna be about the Yordles. That's the next season of Arcane. It's just about the Yordles. We're gonna meet Poppy. We're gonna meet all of
Tristana.
Tristana.
Who's the other Yordle?
Vigar.
Vigar is gonna be like the only character like, no, I am evil. He's just gonna be accidentally doing very nice things for people. Like he's just like, I'm gonna hit this person in the back, and it's just gonna feel like a massage. And he's just like, oh, I thank you. Like, no.
You know who he's gonna be? He's gonna be the Kronk. He's the Kronk of Yordles, because Kronk is supposed to be evil in the first movie until he turns good. Vigar is just gonna be like, stop laughing, I am evil. Now I delete you. Fuck you.
I alt.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude, that would be funny. I can't wait for Vigar to be in an episode. Just hear him be like, I am evil. He's Gru. He's Gru from Despicable Me.
Yeah.
He's fucking
I can see
Gru.
that. Yeah.
Oh my god.
They can skip over as.
Yeah, fuck.
I don't need to see his story.
Fuck him.
I don't know where Tarek would fit in this.
Well, no, then you would have to have Ez. Because
then you
aren't they
Zyra.
an item?
I don't know. I think that was just like a fan theory because they're like, both very flamboyant.
Everyone wants Tarek to be gay, I guess. But my head canon is Tarek and Leona. So
Tarek, Leona. Oh my god.
Most deadly bot lane for everyone.
I would. Well, Wukong would be kind of difficult to do.
Yeah,
there's gonna be a lot of champions that are very difficult to do, like just to add into the world.
Yeah, it is kind of like it would be interesting to see how they would do it, because then you actually have to go into real lore, like real world lore.
Right, because like the one that's gonna be really funny, but very hard to put it into a serious tone, is Nunu and Willow.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Hold on, wait. Let me get this straight. This little kid found a Yeti
and
became best friends. I love it. Blockbuster.
Fucking book it now. Let's do it. Is Blitzcrank Hex Tech?
I don't know. I don't know if he was like an experiment or if he's just full on robot
Ha ha
programmed.
ha.
I just know I hate his hooks.
I can't wait for Fiddlestick's story. That's who I can't wait for. Because that's gonna
That
be
would be
like
another one.
that would be a
That's another
horror
one.
season. Because he's supposed to
Yeah.
be, especially the new version of him.
It would have to be all nightmare stuff, right? So that's be the perfect time to introduce like Warwick, um,
That could be season 2.
Urgot, Fiddlesticks. Who else is supposed? Nocturne. Nocturne is a fucking nightmare. Even when he's on your
Literally.
team, you hear that alt,
Oh
and
wait,
you're
wait.
just like,
He's on our
"Ah,
team. He's
ah,
on our team.
He's on our team.
He's on our team. He's on our team. He's on our team. We're okay. It's okay. It's okay. He's on our team. Oh my god, jeez. Like
too funny. Too funny.
Fiddles, man, dude. That like they would have. I hope they go all out for that one though. Like for a storyline, I hope
They
they
need to go. They need to not hold back on anything.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
if it's the most childish one, fucking go full ham.
Gotta go
Just
full ham.
lay down all the chips. You
Gotta
make
go
that
full
story
ham.
interesting. Even I will accept this, right? Let's say the tips and toolbars or whatever that you have in League of Legends doesn't fit in with whatever story you need it to fit in with. Whatever you put in Arcane becomes the new lore. So this
Yeah.
is the perfect time where if you need to rewrite something, you fucking do it here.
Fucking do it here. Like honestly,
Right?
you're not
Morgana
wrong.
and Kale.
I'm still sticking to my guns here, all right?
Leona and Diana.
Listen, I'm still sticking to my guns. That season 5, it was Leona and Morgana were siblings, and Kale and Diana were siblings. I'm sticking to it. That's when I got into the game. I'm sticking to it. Jinx was
How
my
would you-
first character.
Oh, I know the hardest one. I know two of the hardest ones, and I feel like they would have to be together. Right? You ready? Kog'Maw.
Oh, and Rek'Sai.
Yeah. And Skarner.
Yeah.
I knew I would get you. That's what I
don't-
just said.
They don't understand why we're laughing at that part.
So, you tell him.
So we're playing a game. I don't was he on our team?
It doesn't fucking matter.
So-
It really does not.
We were playing a game. I was probably misfortune, and I kept yelling. I'm like, Rek'Sai, come on! you gotta help us here.
Like a solid 15 to 20 minutes into
It was
the game.
almost the end of the game, actually. It was almost the end of
Yeah.
the game that I kept yelling this. And then, Eric finally looks over to me and he's like, bro, our jungle's Skarner, man. And I'm like, oh. Oh.
I'm just like, what the fuck?
And this asshole want to keep going for the whole fucking game. I'm like, Rek'Sai!
I'm trying not to like die laughing. I'm trying to keep concentration. Oh, that was
whole
good times.
game, I'm yelling Rek'Sai. So ever since then, when we have a Rek'Sai on the team, there's Skarner, and whenever we have a Skarner on the team, they're Rek'Sai.
Yeah. But, like those creatures are just fucking like wild.
Is
you know what I
Amumu
want
a
to see?
Yordle?
What?
Is Amumu a Yordle?
Yes. He's like
Fucking creepy ass Yordle.
right. You know, when I started playing, somebody told me that the story behind Amumu's bandages was that he was actually one of Annie's victims and got completely burnt. and that would get like wrapped up. Like he's a burn victim. And I was like, Jesus Christ, this game is dark. I love it.
And you know what's gonna happen? That's not gonna be the story at all.
No, it's not. It's not. I don't think I don't think they should make that the lore. Please change it.
You know what I would love for them to do? For at least certain characters that have a lot of skins in the game, they should just randomly like throw them on them for like a few seconds during the episode and like make people do a double take and be like, "Wait, what? What?"
Just there's a scene at their house where they're just putting on costumes. Like, should I wear this or this?
And it's their skins. Like, I would love a scene like everyone's like, "Oh shit, we gotta watch out for Fiddlesticks," and Fiddlesticks normal attire, and then it goes into Bandito Sticks, and then it goes into Surprise Party Fiddlesticks. Like, that would be interesting. Like, oh, he goes to kill all these people at a surprise birthday party, and the surprise is Fiddlesticks alting in on them and killing them all.
Even bigger surprise, everyone lives because Yumi's there.
That
Fucking Yumi.
cat, man. That
Hold up. Hold up. Next time I play Yumi, you go Fiddlesticks.
Well, that's
Because
the ep-
I can
end of the
increase
episode,
your
everyone.
damage.
That's the end of the
I
episode,
can-
everyone. We gotta go do this real quick. Imagine
Because honestly, because if I max out that one stat, I think I increase your damage by like 35 or 40%. It's fucking ridiculous.
imagine if it was old fiddle too, just like my crow. R.I.P.
Good times.
They need to make a legacy version of this game. I'm saying it. Because like how World of Warcraft has the legacy version, we should have a legacy version for League of Legends.
Riot's making an MMO.
Yeah, I know. I don't give a shit. Give me, give me a legacy version of League of Legends so I can play Fiddlesticks and be happy with all my skins.
So where are we on time?
We're at the almost the 50-minute mark, so we could.
Okay, so we got 10 minutes. So, God, man, I really wish I could say what I was up to, but I can't.
When it does come out, though, that'll be the first thing we talk about on the episode.
I know. It's. I'll give you a hint of what's going on. I got offered the experience of a lifetime that I did not think was remotely possible. Like, I didn't think it would be a job. I mean, it makes sense now that I think about it that, yeah, of course, why wouldn't there be? Like, it's not like these buildings just exist, right? Somebody's got to put that shit together, but I'm putting something together that's going to be nice, that's going to be watched all over the world. That's it. That's all I can say.
That's all you can say, everyone. You probably got
That is
pretty
all I
much.
can say.
You probably got an idea of what it is just from all that. But yeah, it's gonna be exciting. So I can't wait for that to happen, and everyone can see what you've been working on.
Yeah. I get to. Yeah, never mind. I can't say
You
anything.
can't say anything. You can't say anything. What have I been working on? I've been working on nothing.
That sounds amazing. Actually, I'm jealous.
I started working out again, and then it got into like the 100 degrees here, and I haven't worked out since then. So, which is a terrible excuse for me because I have a Peloton, so I should be working out.
How much did you pay for your Peloton?
I'm paying monthly for it right now. My monthly payment's $42, $43.
Okay, for how long?
It says like 3 years, but I'm eventually just gonna pay it off.
Is it worth it? Should I get one? Is what I'm saying.
I actually really like it. I need to get a better ass seat cover for it though, because my ass still hurts when I go on that fucking thing. So, but it is good. There's like different types of training you can do. There's like you can do like a free, not like free, but like when it goes to like a free ride, like just like you're just free riding it and everything. You can have like a scenic route and everything. And like I always choose like I think it's like Switzerland or whatever, and you get to see all the amazing like cool stuff in the background of Switzerland.
Put on some VR goggles and just kind of bike.
I do have a VR headset, so I could do that.
Dude, that'd be pretty fucking sweet.
That's another thing I need to do because there's a boxing game for the VR that is a fucking workout. Like that's all someone does in like real life is they play the boxing game on VR and they lost like 45, 50, 60 pounds. Like
I'd be down for that.
Yeah.
Knowing me though, I'd accidentally punch my dog in the face or something. Like,
You'll-
what are you doing? What are you doing? Bah! Ah!
you punch Kitty in the face by accident.
Oh, I'd never. I mean, look at that cat. Do you think that cat's gonna move from that spot?
That cat wouldn't
Absolutely
let me
not.
sit on fucking Rebecca's chair when we needed a game.
Yeah, that cat's just like, this is my chair.
And I'm
You
like,
can go
I'm
fuck
like-
yourself.
And I'm like, oh yeah, that's your chair? Well, I'm just gonna lift it up right now, motherfucker. It's my chair now, bitch.
Oh, jeez.
Let's see. What have I really been doing anything? I mean, I got fucked up at the wedding I went to last weekend because I smoked a cigar and it did not sit well with me.
Oh no! Did you drink then smoke the cigar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yep.
worst part is, dude, is like I don't even know how I still had alcohol in my system. Like, it was hot, and like the place that like we were inside of had no AC, so I was sweating everything off. So I don't even know how I still had alcohol in my system. Like,
I mean, you were sweating water, not alcohol, so you
wish
should
I
actually
would,
be
yeah.
more intoxicated that way.
I felt fantastic. I felt sober the whole fucking time, and then I smoked a cigar, and then it was game
Yup.
over after that. And it was game over. I was dead. I wasn't really dead the next day. I woke up thinking I was gonna have a massive hangover, and I didn't. I only had like a normal hangover, which still sucked, but I then drank a Red Bull and I was fine. And had a steak and cheese for breakfast.
Steak and cheese.
Yeah, there was
Okay.
we were in Vermont, and like this gas station, it was kind of like a mom and pop Wawa, pretty much.
Okay.
And their steak and cheese actually remind me of Wawa's because their steak and cheese was salty as fuck, and Wawa's steak and cheese is also salty as fuck. So I stopped getting the steak and cheese from Wawa.
Well, I don't have a Wawa. I also
I
don't have a
either.
Yeats. All I have is a fucking Speedway.
Dude, all we have over here is a fucking 7-Eleven and some Speedways. I fucking...
You, you know what I'm surprised about 7-Elevens up here? That they're not gas stations.
There's my hometown has one that's not a gas station. Is not a gas station. It's just a store.
I've only seen one 7-Eleven that's a gas station up here. The rest of them have not been. They're like little convenience stores. And then people go in and get food. And I'm just like, you're choosing to buy food here. Like, I've gotten food from 7-Eleven, but that's because I also needed gas. And I'm
It was
also like
it
I'm
was
going
also-
inside.
It's also like a last desperate thing. Like I'm starving. I need to have like something
Right.
to settle me over.
You just you go in, you buy a taquito,
Oh yeah, dude.
you eat a taquito, and then you shit it out by the time you get home because that's how fast it goes through you.
They're good though. I do love their
Yeah.
taquitos. I wish Publix would go further up north. Like
Oh.
I don't mind the grocery stores
Sub.
here, but none of their subs are anywhere near as good as Pub subs. I would
The
just
the chicken one.
the chicken tender Pub sub. You never had it until I fucking introduced you to it.
I know. And I could not stop eating it until I left.
Yeah, same, dude. Every time I go down to fucking Florida, the first thing I do is get a Pub sub.
Yeah, everybody's just like, "Oh, where do you want to go?" And I was like, "One, Publix. Let's go to Publix. Get
Dude,
a pub
it's
sub."
just it's hysterical because someone like one of my friends was like, "So what's the first thing you're gonna do when you go down there?" And I'm like, "I'm getting a Pub sub. I'm getting a fucking Pub sub. They're so fucking good." Hey, Publix,
And I
if
missed
you
the
wanna
Miller Ale,
sponsor us, Publix.
Ale House.
I do miss a fucking Zinger Mountain Mount. It's another thing I also have to get when I go down there is the Zinger Mountain Mount. The one thing I will say is I hate, like I love my friends that still live in Florida, but I really hate when they ask, "So when are you moving back down?" If I win the lottery, that's when I'll move back down.
I don't know if I'd go back if I won the lottery. It's too hot.
Actually, I wouldn't go back. I would buy a house for September and October use only for me. So I could be down there for Horror Nights, and then I would come back up north.
I, I would do the same thing, but for me, it'd be I'd become a snowbird. I'd go down there when it's like snowing up here,
No,
and
I
then
love
when
the
there's no
snow
more
way too
snow.
much. I also, like, if I won the lottery, I totally expect myself to have Bruins season tickets, so I'd be up here.
That's fair.
But, like, September and October would be the months that I would live in Florida and just go to Horror Nights and do, like, a Mickey's Not So Scary once or twice.
Yeah.
I would also, like, if I won the lottery, my friends would all of a sudden see Venmo money from me, being like, here's $1,000,000. Here you go. Enjoy.
No- Right? So that last lottery was like what? It was like a billion
It
something.
was 1.2 billion, and
Jeez.
I was hoping, dude. If I won, I would
Oh,
have been like, "We'll be doing this podcast in person from now on,
I
and
know, right?
we'll have a nice setup."
I'd be like, "Hey, Matt, what are you doing? Going to work? No, you're not. Yes, I am. No, you're fucking not.
Dude, I would do
we're
the same thing to
like
you.
we're recording our podcast. Like I can't. We're recording our podcast in Tokyo.
I'd be like, "Well, I gotta get my fucking
You're
passport."
like, what the fuck are you talking about? I got bills to pay. Like, no, you don't.
Dude, that's like honestly, like if my friends ever wanted to know like how they would know if I won the lottery, I would literally be like, "Hey, what's your Venmo number? What's your Venmo account? All right, okay, just don't question it, just accept it, be fine. Don't worry about me. I got plenty of money." And then I would go to you and I'd be like, "So
I
you
think
staying in Michigan or?"
I think I would if I won the lottery, I would trick my friends, right? Like I would be like, "Hey, I plan on moving to wherever they live." And I'd be like, "Let's go like house shopping for me." And I'd be like, "All right, what do you like?" And then we'd go to areas that they would like. They'd look at houses and like, "You like this one?" Like, "Yeah, cool." How would you decorate all this stuff? I would like take notes and then I'd buy them that house.
Dude,
I'd be
I
like,
was
I
thinking the
can't
same
live.
thing.
I'd be like, I can't live here, and they'd be like, what? Why not? Because it's your house. And then I would give them the fucking key.
Dude, honestly, like, I'm gonna give them a quick shout out. I don't even know if they even watched the street like our podcast because we actually haven't talked to them in a while. But like, I would do that for Tori and Ben, 100%.
Yeah,
Like, I would literally fly down and be like, "Hey guys, like, let's like help me go house shopping real quick," and then surprise them. Surprise Ben with a really good computer, the best on the market, so he doesn't have to worry.
and it's obsolete. Just that's how fast it becomes obsolete.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
like I would, like I 1,000% would help my friends, and the first thing I would do, like for some of my friends, would be like, "Hey, we're getting you your dream house." Like that is the first thing I'd be doing.
Yeah, yeah. Can you imagine if you didn't have to pay rent anymore, like ever again?
Dude, it's the dream, man. Like not after.
Honestly, I think I'd take that over. No, never mind. I take it back. I was gonna say I would take not having to pay rent or utilities over winning the lottery.
No, you wouldn't.
Well, here's my theory, right? Like, I'd still want to do something throughout the day, so I would just do something that I would enjoy for money, regardless of how much I make,
Simple.
knowing that
We'll
I
get
don't have
partnered
any
with
other bills.
Twitch. Get partnered with Twitch, which would be difficult. But when you have all the money in the world, you can just be like, "Hey, I'm doing this money giveaway. Come watch my stream."
Oh,
Once we
you're
get
just bribing people at that point. I want people to like our content, man. You know,
that,
but
well, that's how you suck them in. They'll be like, "Money," and then we're like, "Well, this is actually some good shit."
I would spend it on advertising. That way we can get our
Yeah.
names out there. Because that I feel like that's the hardest part is just getting new people to come in and like enjoy our stuff.
I think
But
when it comes to posting, you need to post it on the Nerd Table, not me.
Ethan, I will try. I just don't post anything ever.
Yeah, hence why if you post something, they'll be like, "Oh my god."
Like, what the hell? There must be titties in this or something.
I
And that's how we got
we're
banned
ending
off of
it.
YouTube, everybody.
We're ending it there before we get fucking banned. I have nothing else to say. I like goodbye from me. That's my goodbye.
All right, be excellent to one another.
Peace.